Today's conversation starter key is alone.
Welcome to the Bible Conversations podcast. Our focus for conversation starters this year is going to be practical tips on how to begin a conversation with someone about the Bible and about Jesus. We hope that you will find some helpful information in these short segments that will enable you to share your faith with others.
For the past couple of weeks, I've enjoyed having a young baby in the house, a newborn. She was born on November 8th, and during those late nights when she just does not want to go to sleep, I find myself singing to her in my recliner as I'm trying to hold her pacifier in her mouth and get her to go back to sleep. I sing songs like Jesus Loves Me, just a simple medley that I could hum or sing the words to, but also one that my parents sang to me as I was growing up. I Come to the Garden Alone. For the longest time, I never knew what this song was referring to, as it sings through being in the presence of Christ and his voice being so sweet that the birds hush their singing. And I walk with him and I talk with him, and he tells me that I am his own. And the voice I hear falling on my ears, the Son of God, that's who I am with as I come to the garden alone. And I love singing this song to my little baby. It helps her fall asleep, quite honestly. But this idea of alone, this song is written actually from the perspective of Mary, as she comes to the tomb of Christ after he has been crucified. She finds the tomb to be empty, and as she turns, she sees Jesus, but she doesn't know it's Jesus. And John records this account in chapter 20 of the Gospel of John. And starting in verse 14, having said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you seeking?" Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. You see, that song, I Come to the Garden Alone, is written from the perspective of Mary as she comes to his grave, looking for him, looking to take care of his body, and she finds him alive, and his voice being so sweet that the birds even hush their singing. But that idea of alone, Mary came alone, but she did not leave alone. A lot of times we feel like we come looking for Christ alone, but we never leave alone. Jesus is always with us. He's made it very clear to all of his followers that he will never leave us nor forsake us, that we belong to him, that he is with us, and that when he comes back to this earth someday, that he is going to own us if we have owned him.
Thank you for listening to this conversation starter. We appreciate your desire to share your faith with others, and we hope that this episode has been of benefit to you. If you would like to reach us, please email us at kcocbibleconversations@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram by simply searching Bible Conversations. Please check back in on Fridays for our full episode.